Hostia, si la acabamos de ver, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Me está explotando la cabeza. Lo que acabo de creer no es verdad. A ver, alto ahí. Me está explotando todo. Pero es verdad o es mentira, ya no sé qué creer. Vivo en Matrix. A ver, vamos a ver. La han entrevistado en The Founded Trader, ¿vale? No sé, igual puede ser un... ¿no? Al igual que un cabeza de turco, lo contrario que sería, ¿no? El señuelo, ¿no? No sé, todo es posible, tío. No hay que decir que no a nada. Vale, amigos, pues bueno, íbamos a ver más vídeos de traders, de hecho, de los que estamos analizando. Hemos visto el vídeo de Alex Solagnini, hemos visto los mejores traders de ICT. Te pusiste más rojo que el índice del... soy vergonzoso, ¿eh? Aquí donde me veis, mira, me tengo que peinar y todo. Aquí donde me veis soy vergonzoso, ¿eh? Hay que decirlo. Aquí tengo mucha soltura aquí a cámara, pero bueno, estoy en mi pequeño terreno, pero soy muy vergonzoso, hay que decirlo. Pero bueno, claro, es que me sacáis los colores, me sacáis a Tory Trades y digo, joder, macho, si es que es mi Scarlett Johansson, ¿sabes? Del trading. Bueno, amigos, venga, va, basta, por favor, basta de hablar de tonterías. Así que iba a haber más traders. De hecho os lo tengo aquí preparado, ¿vale? Para que veáis. Tenía Paladin, que es un vídeo que vamos a ver la semana que viene, porque no nos va a dar tiempo. ICT Traders Member Shares Increase Insights, ¿vale? Aquí, vale, este vídeo es como resubido de lo que acabamos de ver. Y luego tenemos a NBB Trader, que son dos traders. Nos queda por ver Paladin y NBB Trader. Pero a petición del público vamos a ver... ¿Este cuál es? Vale, este también me lo voy a dejar para la semana que viene. Hostia, pero para la semana que viene tenemos chicha, ¿eh? Tenemos este vídeo, que es de Churupinski, este y este. Muy bien, ya tengo para la semana que viene. Y vamos a ver, a petición del público, un vídeo que me habéis pasado de Vinny Emini que dice la Robbins World Cup Trading Scam. Bueno, de hecho, Vinny Emini... hace 2 semanas de este vídeo. Bueno, Vinny Emini estaba participando en la Robbins World Cup, ¿vale? Más menos, pero estaba participando, pero estaba ganando realmente. Vinny Emini ya sabéis que es el mayor hater de ICT, o sea, es el tío que más lo ha expuesto en todas partes. Es el Joker, o sea, si para Batman el enemigo es el Joker, pues Batman fuera Michael... Vinny es el Joker, ¿vale? Para que os hagáis una idea. Así que a petición del público, ¿vale? Ya que poquitas veces me pasáis cosas, porque yo creo que os gusta el contenido que hago, así que como me pasáis poquitas cosas, vamos a verlo. He sacado el comodín del público y vamos a ver qué es lo que dice Vinny Emini respecto a la Robbins World Cup Trading Scam. Vamos a verlo, vamos a ver por qué es un scam. Vamos a verlo.
If this is your first time hearing about the Robbins World Cup Trading Championship, you're not alone. Most of the general public and genuine professional traders don't even know about it, and the ones that do don't take it seriously for all of its limitations, lack of transparency, and of course the ability to cheat. The only people we could find who claim it to be any kind of, quote, global standard of trading are scammers like ICT, who want to hide their trading metrics during a competition where you can't see any details of their trading in hopes to legitimize their 30 years of hindsight demo trading, recording both directions, and other video tricks by suddenly catching some lucky market moves to briefly pop up into the top 5 for that coveted screenshot gold. There's many other reasons why people don't care about the Robbins, their margins being one of them. You need approximately $10,000 just to trade a single futures contract on the ES or the NASDAQ. Currently, with NinjaTrader and most other discount brokers, you can trade one futures contract with only $500. That means in a normal modern broker, you can trade 20 contracts at a time. Professionals don't trade single contracts or these tiny $10,000 accounts to make a living. This contest is designed for fake gurus only, in my opinion, to deceive newbie traders into purchasing services from them because they say, I was on the leaderboard. I was on the Robbins leaderboard. Please buy my service for a month. Yes, if you've been following ICT, that definitely sounds familiar to you, I'm certain. The only people that trade one contract at a time are complete newbies like ICT.
I will never do more than one contract.
Who have zero confidence in their trading because they know there's no edge there, like ICT's Cult of Muppets because they like to game gamble and strike it big on one trade in hopes of showing off, quote, one shot, one kill, end quote, to other newbie traders online looking for a signal service shortcut. As we all know, most of ICT students sell education, trade signals, and services since they can't actually make money from trading. Let's talk about some other things they allow in the Robbins World Cup. Starting with $10,000 in the Robbins World Cup, if you suffer potentially even a single loss at the beginning, you could be forced to trade only micros at that point because of the margins, which is heavily skewed against you with high commissions versus a low value per tick. The other option for Robbins traders is to redeposit more money into the account without any transparency whatsoever. You don't have to report it publicly, completely hidden. The undeniable truth is that the only serious thing about the Robbins Cup Trading Championship is all the YOLO trading. Let me explain. YOLO stands for you only live once. So you may as well do it, right? Implying that you completely ignore any risk, go all in on a single trade with a large size, or in most cases, the largest size your account can handle, usually having no stop loss and just hoping for the biggest profit you can get, holding through as much drawdown that happens, risking a margin call blowing out the account. It's just pure gambling. So why would anyone YOLO trade in the Robbins World Cup? Well, the Robbins World Cup allows and encourages multiple accounts. I mean, what kind of a contest allows that? You didn't trade with multiple accounts? Are you at a disadvantage and the guy who did wins? Makes no sense. This contest seems perfectly designed for frauds to deceive the public to sell their services, ignoring failures and any real risk statistics, because they don't show that either. Anyone like ICT and his Muppets can open multiple accounts, go long in a few accounts, go short in others, and let the winning accounts survive, just to take the next YOLO trade to try and land in the top 5 rankings. Whether it's a son's, daughter's, or other relative's account, an LLC account, or an LLC with employees' accounts, the doors to trading both directions and redeposits are wide open for abuse. You can even have a power of attorney trade for you. Trading in both directions, trading uncorrelated instruments, that's awfully similar to how ICT goes long in one screen and short in the other, recording both and only showing the big winners on a social media account. The Robbins World Cup essentially does the same thing on their leaderboard. That's why he loves the Robbins so much and swears by it and tells everybody it's gotta be the Robbins or nothing else. Yeah, because he can't trade legit. Speaking of the leaderboard, or as we like to call it, the Miss Leaderboard, realize that by only showing the top winners, it hides all accounts that blow out and all accounts that don't make the cut. All other performance metrics and dollar gains or losses are hidden. In a real competition, for full transparency, we need to be able to see actual performance metrics such as drawdown, percentage profitable, profit factor, largest winner and loser, Sortino ratios, how many trades were taken, how many accounts are opened, etc. Robbins World Cup hides all of this. It's a joke. If you were making an investment decision or an investment in your trading education, wouldn't you want to know if you are being shown one account stats, but 5 other accounts of the same company blew up? Yeah, you'd probably want to know in order to make a sound investment decision. Robbins World Cup is open all year round, and you can just wait and join the contest late in the year after many other people have blown their accounts and done all the work, open multiple accounts, and then YOLO trade in both directions hoping to land on the leaderboard. What contest do you know of in life where the contestants don't start at the same time, don't end at the same time, and can try multiple times at the same time and nobody knows about it? Come on. Speaking of hidden, you can even customize your name on the leaderboard, masking your true identity. Here's ICT admitting it.
The only thing I'm trying to figure out, do I want to use the Inner Circle Trader or do I use my name? And one of the things I'm going to ask them is, can they make sure it's the Inner Circle Trader? I don't know if it'll fit across their whole shit.
It's quite fishy that ICT, the loudest promoter of the Robbins World Cup, who's now in the contest this year, finally brags about his connection with the owner of the contest. Sometimes you can even show up on the leaderboard by accident. The back end of the Robbins competition is such a manual process that sometimes they get your deposit wrong and then they count your deposit towards your profits and then put you on the leaderboard. Insane. Here's a screenshot of one of ICT's Muppets YOLOing his way to the top with a custom screen name. This ICT Muppet made it onto the leaderboard only to disappear the very next day.
Hostia, de Master, este sí que lo hemos analizado. Uf, ¿qué opináis de momento? 5 minutos de vídeo. Tengo que pararlo un poquito porque si no me salta el copyright. ¿Cómo veis esto? A ver, las competiciones de trading, yo todas las que conozco son así, ¿eh? Puedes abrir tantas cuentas como quieras. Todas las que conozco, hasta el momento, puedes abrir tantas cuentas como quieras. O sea, si palmas una, abres otra, ¿eh? Lo que no sabía que al mismo tiempo. No sé si es al mismo tiempo. Eso no lo sabía yo, que te la dejaban al mismo tiempo. Es decir, yo las competiciones que conozco te dejan abrir una y si quieres cierras una y abres otra, ¿vale? Pero no puedes participar con 2 cuentas al mismo tiempo, ¿vale? No sé si esto es así. A ver, aquí lo está explicando y te tienes que creer lo que está diciendo, ¿vale? De hecho está leyendo, ¿vale? Pero esto hay partes que no las tengo claras. No lo sé, Rick, no lo sé.
day, and then says on Twitter that it was a deposit counted as profit. All the administrative work behind the scenes is probably done manually by one of the Robbins family members and not automatically by computer, so it's highly likely that there are errors and omissions with the account statements, withdrawals, deposits, leaderboard figures, and who knows what else. Robbins Cup is a for-profit business after all, trying to make as much money as possible. It's in their best interest to have more accounts, more blowouts, more deposits, and of course more publicity. They don't care about transparency, and they don't care who joins their contest or when they join, apparently. Robbins World Cup specifically says in their fine print, which is still dated 2022 on their website, by the way, that
entrant shall not, and agrees not to, either alone or in concert with others, use the championship or his or her participation in the championship for promotional purposes unless approved in advance in writing by sponsor. If entrant violates this provision, entrant may be disqualified from competing in the championship or future championships at sponsor's sole discretion.
ICT has already repeatedly tarnished the Robbins World Cup brand on Twitter, YouTube, Telegram, and has repeatedly benefited himself by mentioning Robbins World Cup for over a decade every year now, yet Robbins is still letting him trade in the contest at their discretion? Where's their integrity? The Robbins World Cup has a muddy history of shady characters adorning their rankings, like, take Larry Williams for example, who turned $10,000 to over $1.1 million or 11,300% in the 1987 World Cup Championship of the Futures Trading Division in the Robbins. Or did he? They hid all of his trading stats, and it's virtually impossible to get that return now with the lower leverage, margins, and volatility available. Larry Williams even admits that it was luck.
I'm a cowboy trader. Either I'm hot or I'm cold. I'm erratic. Until I learn to control that, I have to be real careful about managing large amounts of public funds.
The NFA actually fined the Robbins directly, as well as Larry Williams, for deceptive and unbalanced promotional materials that Robbins put out in the Futures Trading magazine and others by not reporting to potential clients that while his personal accounts in a promotional 1987 contest, which Robbins also stepped in and helped move his trades around for him to save his account and promote it, was very profitable, gaining $902,595. His managed accounts for clients lost over $6 million. So since when is losing $5 million in total winning exactly? Smells like fraud to me. Speaking of trading multiple accounts and mismanaged accounts in the Robbins, let's talk about Michelle Williams, Larry's own daughter, an actress, not a trader, by the way. At age 9, she said she wanted to act instead of to trade. From age 13 to 17, she starred in 11 Hollywood roles, and since then has 179 Hollywood credits to her name. You think an aspiring female child actress would have the desire and time to learn futures trading alongside all of this acting, let alone being in grade school and then suddenly enter the Robbins competition contest for a full year and miraculously win at age 17 on her first try?
Entonces lo que está diciendo que lo de Larry Williams fue manipulado, ¿eh? Si te pones a pensar la cantidad que hizo Larry Williams es realmente imposible de hacer. Algo raro ahí. Hombre, a ver, yo... Lo 11.000%... A ver, es una auténtica locura. O sea, con $10.000 hacer $1 millón. A ver, es cosa de otro planeta. Sí, francamente, es cosa de otro planeta. No sé, gente, no sé. Vamos a acabar de ver el vídeo. De momento está poniendo aquí pruebas sobre ello, ¿eh? Hostia, ahora me hace dudar, ¿eh? No sé, ¿qué opináis vosotros? Dejádmelo en comentarios. Dejádmelo en comentarios, ¿qué opináis vosotros? Disonancia cognitiva a máximo exponente, ¿eh? Ahora mismo. Teníamos a Larry Williams como el number one del universo mundial y te sacan esto y tu mente explota. Te dice, ¿cómo? Todo lo que he creído hasta ahora es mentira. ¿Puede ser mentira? No, y tu mente lo niega. Disonancia cognitiva, ¿eh? Ojo, cuidado.
Come on. She's never traded since then and is now 44 years old. If she were such a good trader at such a young age, she could have just swing traded like her father claims to and wouldn't have to work for money for her whole life as a C-rated actress in Hollywood. So who really was trading Michelle's account for the Robbins World Cup? Well, Larry Williams, of course.
A ver, esto que dice que no tenía que haber trabajado en Hollywood, vamos a ver. Si trabajas en Hollywood es porque te gusta, ¿vale? O sea, yo creo que más de uno aquí lo haríamos gratis, ¿vale? Trabajar en Hollywood por la fama y por el reconocimiento, ¿vale? Aquí se ha colado bastante, ¿eh?
Among multiple explanations or theories that equally explain a phenomenon, the one with the fewest assumptions is often considered the most plausible until further evidence or information arises. Remember, trading on computers from home was not a thing in 1997, so who made the phone calls to the broker for Michelle? How many accounts did Larry Williams actually open at that time? How many accounts were blown or didn't make the rankings for Larry? How many times did they reload their accounts? How many trades did they take? In tracking the Robbins World Cup rankings, we found yet another ICT signal seller vendor named Alex, who has and was hilariously...
Hostia, si la acabamos de ver, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Me está explotando la cabeza. Lo que acabo de creer no es verdad. A ver, alto ahí. Me está explotando todo. Pero es verdad o es mentira, ya no sé qué creer. Vivo en Matrix. A ver, vamos a ver. La han entrevistado en The Funded Trader, ¿vale? No sé, igual puede ser un... ¿no? Al igual que un cabeza de turco, lo contrario que sería, ¿no? El señuelo, ¿no? No sé, todo es posible, tío. No hay que decir que no a nada.
Interviewed by ICT. We made an epically funny response video on that one. You're not going to want to miss that one. Go check it out on my YouTube channel. Link is in the description. Alex is using the same multi-account family member trick in the usual clever way, running in both a quarterly and the year-long contest under his name and a family member's name, as we saw them both pop up on the leaderboard briefly on the same day. The next day, one moved up the board and the other fell off, likely trading in different directions or uncorrelated instruments, as we've spoken of before. You know the drill, same old trick.
Hostia, tío, me está rompiendo el cerebro, tío. Acaban de morir 3 neuronas. ¿Qué ha pasado aquí? ¿Qué ha pasado aquí? ¿Qué ha pasado aquí? Lo siguiente va a ser que la Tierra es plana. ¡Qué cabrón! Faz Z10, tú tienes unos comentarios, tío, te lo juro que me encantan, tío, buenísimos. Ya me acuerdo de la semana pasada. Os juro que me está explotando la cabeza, tío. Sí, la Tierra es plana y el día tiene 25 horas, ¿eh? Hostia, y el cambio climático no existe. Y la luna, no fueron a la luna, ¡no! ¿Dónde está el papel de plata? Me lo pongo en la cabeza. Un grande faca. Hostia, tío, Dios mío, por favor, queda un minuto de vídeo y estoy muriéndome.
Same end game to brag about, quote, getting on the leaderboard to sell those signal services and education. ICT has taught his students well how to fraud and sell services, as documented in another one of our videos in ICT's own words and lengthy PowerPoint presentation that he did to his mentorship students, teaching them and telling them how they should sell signal services, fake it, and get paid by other newbie traders who...
Oala, en un PDF se escapa ideas for signal service informational purpose only. Hostia, tío.
Come behind them. This is a fair warning to all. Stay away from the Robbins World Cup trap. It erodes transparency in trading, exactly the opposite of what we need in this trading industry. In conclusion, do not
use... ¿En serio esto se ha escapado? Hola.
Use the Robbins World Cup Trading Championship as any sort of litmus test as to which trader you should follow. The ranks of this leaderboard are not a representation of the style of trading the person would be teaching anyways, let alone actually trading day by day. Robbins World Cup fosters cheating and gambling. It's the perfect scam contest for these fake trading gurus who can't trade. Due to the lack of transparency, the Robbins World Cup cannot be trusted, and winning it proves absolutely nothing, because no real trading styles are proven and no real trade...
Joder, tío. Llevo una hora aquí haciendo el directo y veo esto al final. Vale, Paul, todo lo que has dicho. ¡Para mierda! Tendría que haber empezado por este vídeo. Cago en la hostia. Me ha roto totalmente.
Metrics are ever provided. This is why we like to call it the hide and cheat competition.
Justo los vídeos que hemos visto.
And you can definitely cheat. If you're seeking genuine transparency and professional quant tools for serious traders, you might want to check out algoboxpro.com and join the 100% free trade room. 100% free.
Bueno, voy a dar el like. Bueno, gente, ¿qué opináis? Bueno, me acaba de romper, me acaba de explotar el cerebro, las neuronas, y se me han caído los huevos al suelo, francamente. A ver, eso, terrible déjà vu y confusión, y pensándolo bien, ese chaval tenía muchas cuentas. No será lo mismo en la World Cup. A la mierda todo, vamos a ver eclipse sin protección. Oh, mama, me rompieron el culo. Hostia, gente. Bueno, para el que va a ver este vídeo en diferido y es el primero que ve, que sepa que los otros 2 vídeos que se van a publicar esta semana son lo que dicen que es un fraude, y yo he dicho esto es la hostia. Hostia, lo que es la vida, tío. O sea, hace un momento digo, esto es la hostia, hay que aprender de aquí sale algo bueno, y sale luego el tío y dice, es un fraude. Digo, no. Me ha roto todo el directo del Twitch. El puto Vini. Estoy llorando, en serio. Es que ha sido brutal, hostia, qué bueno. Y luego Faca por aquí, no sé qué ha dicho. El Faca ha soltado una. El siguiente va a ser que la Tierra es plana. Y ya me ha roto totalmente ya el directo de esta tarde. Bueno, amigos, canal de Vini y Emini, muchas gracias por pasarme este vídeo. No sé quién ha sido, pero te lo agradezco. Me acabas de romper todo el directo, pero bueno, las cosas son para sacarlas y reírnos un rato, que al final lo que cuenta aquí es que los lunes por la tarde tengamos un ratito de 6 a 7 horas de España, siempre estemos aquí pasando un buen rato, descansar un poquito de trading, una horita ahí que nos entretenemos, aprendemos, a veces es verdad, a veces es mentira, a veces aprendemos que la Tierra es plana, todo puede pasar en estos directos, así que muchas gracias por estar aquí, no te olvides de darle like y nos vemos la semana que viene. Feliz trading a todos, besitos, chao, chao.
no más de prados y pastizales. Quiero ser un caballo de pura sangre y elegante, correr sin límites en el mundo financiero, invertir en trading, ganando dinero verdadero.